What's going on, guys? How you doing? This is like I was like, you know what, I should do like an overview of 2023 and the channel and all that kind of thing. I don't know what is going to be on this video. I mean, I have ideas, I have numbers, some numbers and things like that. But this is just for anybody that's interested, which is probably mostly going to just be Rob Shaw. I'm just kidding. I'm sure there's going to be more than one view on the video. But anyways. Okay, so what did we do? We started the channel in January with 13,000 subs, and I gained 11,675, give or take. That's pretty cool. That's slightly less. It's about the same to slightly less as I gained last year. And then in terms of views, we started with 3.2 million, and we're ending with nearly 7 million, so 6.9 million. I'm gonna hit 7 million views in like 2 seconds, basically. Like the second it hits January, I'm gonna hit 7 million. So that's pretty cool. I've got 2,400 videos on the channel. That's pretty cool. How many did I do this year? Well, look at this. I added it all up because a lot of you guys know, some of you guys know that I keep a calendar. Look at this. I already got my 2024 calendar. See, it's empty. Yeah, actually, it has the rest of a day of the races. Is ending on the 4th, but I haven't done any other videos yet. So I'm like, I feel like I've never been more behind ever. Just literally the other day, I had 3 videos scheduled out. That's it. That's it. That's really uncomfortable for me. I don't like that. I don't like that because I have a lot of things that I do, so I like to be ahead so that I can not feel rushed. I don't like feeling rushed anyways. So, last year was the first year that I did this, so I have all of them, and I took photos of them, and I'm going to put some screenshots right up here so we can see. But first number up is I added up the number of videos I did each month, which January was the most, 127 videos I did that month. Nuts. And total, I did 1,158 videos last year. Wild. Wild. Right? December being the lowest with 71 videos. And that's kind of the trend that I think is going to continue. Not only you see that, how many videos I've made just over the course of this year. Basically every single number of mine, every single type of metric started in January up here and immediately just started dropping. Which is not what you want to see. And I'm not even honestly sure why. Because January wasn't specifically that great, because that was, if you guys remember, the month that I paused. I took the month of January off of doing Rush, which I kind of think was a mistake. I felt like I knew it 2 weeks in. I was like, oh boy, this was not a good idea. This wasn't a good idea. I shouldn't have stopped. But, what are you going to do? I don't know what it is. And it's hard for me to know because last year was really my first year full-time YouTube, you know what I mean? Like doing YouTube just consistently, like just going at it. So it's been, what, 2 years now, basically? 2 years of just going at it like crazy. So I don't have a lot of history to look back on and be like, okay, so what's the trend? Like, where is it? Because 2022 was kind of like this, I got monetized and I got all the, all that stuff, the sub started going crazy, everything. And then 23 was just like down a lot like that. Kind of not what I wanted, not what I was looking for, especially because last year ended so well and this year started so well, but just like took a nosedive. It was really wild. And then just looking at other YouTubers, you see that like, okay, the beginning of the year is really slow. Like that's just what it is. The best time of year is right now, like during the holiday, like the last quarter basically is usually the better time. That's what other people say. I don't know. It's whatever. But anyways, it's all still good. It's all still fine. So let's look at what January is. So I noticed that here's January. And again, this was my first month and first year having this kind of like desktop calendar. So it was kind of like a trial and error process of me figuring out how I want to do it myself, you know? So I've got a couple of different colors. The blue color is like an album that I'm doing. Red is for requests. And then I had any that I was doing with my wife was in yellow because I was still doing them with her at that point. And then purple was kind of, so January I did the What I'm Playing You, right? I did that, which I would say was completely not successful. It was a fail. It was definitely a fail. It was not popular. You know, that plus not continuing the Rush stuff was just like a big nosedive. So last time I'm listening to you guys, because you're all like in December, you're all like, yes, take a month off because that's, you know, they took 5 years off or whatever, you know, all that stuff. I'm it's like, okay, anyways. You'll also see at the top of many of the days, so for instance, January 6th, recorded 7, I started writing down when I film, how many videos I film, just in a sitting. So that's interesting. That's pretty interesting. And, you know, you can see some weeks, it's a lot. Look at the week of the 15th. 7, 8, 7, 10, 10. Yo. That's too much. It's too much, in my opinion. Okay, February. Here's February. What do we got? Different stages. Started different stages. Still doing 2 requests. And you see that already the frickin' ink is just wiping away, which is unfortunate, but you can still see, and now I have photos of it, so that's cool for the future. So this was a different stages month, and you see Vapor Trails is right at the end of that. So we got a whole bunch of stuff. Vienna Tang, I see her. Joey Epper, that was a big one also. Got some Max Webster in here. The Smithereens, I still love that track. Blood and Roses, I remember that. I still like that one. That was a really great one. Oh, the Rick Beato video, I remember that one. That one was cool. Some Polyphia, Riverside, Opeth. Yep, The Warning, cool. So that was February. Here's March. So wait a minute. Also in February, let me go back to February. February, I stopped. It looks like, did I stop filming with Camilla in February? It looks like maybe it was March. I stopped filming with Camilla in March. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so March, what do we got? Oh, there was one other thing. I think it was the end of February I started doing Good Cover, Bad Cover, which I'm sure none of you, except for Rob Shaw, have noticed that I stopped doing. I quietly stopped doing them, and nobody except Rob Shaw has noticed, right? And that is one of the reasons why I stopped doing them, because I'm just like, okay, if this isn't popular, if people aren't that crazy about it, I don't need to keep doing it because I got other things to do. You know, like I'm not making any money off of those videos anyways. If people want to request them, and that's cool, right? All right, that's great. But, you know, there comes a point where I have to do that. I just have to because of all the things that have my hands in. You know, so here's March. What do we got? We got Vapor Trails, right? Still doing 2 a day donation requests. Whole bunch of, oh yeah, Vapor Trails, the alternate mix. Yeah, jeez, that was wild. That was very interesting. We got some Blue Rodeo. What else we got in here? Opeth, Styx, 10,000 Maniacs, Genesis, Devin Townsend, Steven Wilson. Some cool stuff. Nice. All right, March. April. Way less already in April. This must have been when, I don't know this, I don't remember exactly, but I'm guessing that this must have been when I was like, yo, $25 donation requests. I can't do this anymore. The numbers are just, I can't. It's just too much for me. Okay, this is I can't just be. I mean, you saw how often I was recording. You know, if you go back to March, here's March still. Not as bad as previous months where I was just recording like a mad person because I had to keep up with it. So here's April. So now we're down to 1 a day. donation requests. Still doing the album. What are we on? I'm not sure what we were on. Looks like we started Boys in Brazil at the end of the month. Looks like I did a bunch of interviews. Yeah, I was trying to do interviews, trying to throw some of that stuff in. Some of that stuff was cool. It looks like I was doing those with Camilla, and then I stopped because Camilla got busy doing other things. Yes, Different Stages, Disc 3. That's what this is. Cool. We got some Yes, some Steven Wilson. Nice. All right, May. What's up in May? Oh, yes. And all the things that are blacked out, that's just some stuff that I don't want you to see. So, for a very brief period of time, I was trying to do another channel, like something that isn't music related. It was just kind of like a test. Didn't last that long. It's not up. It's gone. It's deleted. I think it lasted 3, maybe 4 months, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop this. Yeah. Sometimes that, you know how many channels I tried doing before this one actually worked? A lot. I mean, even this channel, I've had this channel since 2016, and things didn't start happening with it until 2022. Really. Right? I got monetized in 2022. I didn't start being consistent, like pick up any kind of consistency until 2021. All before that, I was doing bass videos, I was doing live performance videos, and not being consistent at all. I was just kind of uploading just whenever I wanted. Sometimes it would be just in spurts. Anyways, what do we got? Rush Feedback, Snakes and Arrows. The tech documentary, it looks like, is at the end of this. We got some Wings. That's cool. Some Gordon Lightfoot. Nice. All right, that's May. What do we got in June? Look at June. Here we go. More donation requests. Definitely looks like there's more happening here. I don't remember if this is the month that I threw that sale. I don't think it was. I think that was later in the year. But regardless, I mean, I knew that when I bumped up the price to have a minimum, because before that, if you remember, at the beginning of the year and also at the end of last year when I started doing donation requests, I should also tell you that I did 450 donation requests this year. Very cool, right? 1,158 total videos, 450 of them are donation requests. And I knew that they were gonna just taper out. I just assumed that they would, but I kind of wanted and needed that, especially at the beginning of the year when it was just like, I figured at the beginning, I figured, you know what, people can pay what they want, it's fine, it'll probably even out in the long run. And for a while it did, but then it started not to, and then I was like, you know what, I can't be doing this. There needs to be a minimum. There's got to be a minimum, because I got a 3-year-old. I don't got time for this. I don't got time for this. Anyways, so now it's much better. now it's much better. Okay, June. Yeah, what do we got? We got the tech tours. Snakes and Arrows Live started towards the end of there. We got some Kate Bush, I see. Some Susanna Vega. We got some a bunch of Canadian action. XTC. Oh, is this look at that. Is that the comments section on the 26th? Was that the first comment section? It may have been. Let me see. Was there one in May? I don't think there was. No. So that June 26th was the comment section video, which, I mean, people like. I like them. I can yap, apparently, to a camera. So, and people like them, so that's cool. I wish I started last year. Frankly, I wish I started in 2022, but I didn't know, I didn't know. Did not know. Yeah, cool. July, oh yeah, you see, yes. Yep. The first, there was one. Yeah, that was cool. I'm glad that has been a cool series, and that's worked. I mean, that's the thing. Good cover, bad cover, kind of. I mean, it depends on what your metrics are or whatever. Just to me, just my feeling of it was like, okay, this isn't picking up. It's not picking up anymore. Jesus, July 5th, I record 27 videos. Nuts. Totally nuts. I was buying myself a week. Something must have been going on that week. I don't know what. But, Jesus. Crazy. Okay, lots of comment section videos. What do we got? Time Machine tour happening. Beyond the Lighted Stage. Yep. Okay. That was July. August, Clockwork Angels started. Clockwork Angels Live. We got a whole bunch of donation requests. August, was that the month that I did the... I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. Cool. September, a lot less. R40. Alex interview. Last Hurrah. One a day donation requests. Not even. Yeah, there were some empty days. The 28th was empty, the 29th, 30th, those are empty. October, what's going on? Like, barely any requests in October. That is a wild. What, 1, 2, 3, 4 requests. That's crazy. Actually, Wuthering Heights in Ohio, some of those were actually requests. I got a few good cover, bad cover requests at that time. That's right. So some of those were also requests. What else? Getty interview, and that was it. That was the end. That was the end of Rush right there. It was basically September into October. That was it. No more. And then I went into Queen 1 at 5 p.m. I just went right into there, and Queen's been doing well so far. I'm still not gonna finish it. I'm gonna end at whatever that is, Hot Space or Hot Spaces or something like that. I'm gonna stop before that. I think, what is the last record that I'm gonna do? The Game, I think. The Game is gonna be a last record. But so far, I'm like, this is cool. This is great. Doing some Kate Bush. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing Kate Bush. Don't think that's gonna happen. Just all the pushback with the lyrics, and that's not me. I just don't, I don't want to fight with people. If you can't talk to me in a way where, where it's not like you're an idiot kind of stuff, I'm just like, okay. Because there's people that comment that know how to, talk type, I mean, it's kind of a thing. I know that you don't have the luxury that I have where I can literally just speak to you and you get my nuances and how I'm saying it, everything, right? I get that, but, it's what it is. Okay, November. Yep, November, as you can see, is when I stopped midway doing good cover, bad cover. I was just like, not spending any more time on this. Not doing it anymore. We did some Tragically Hip. Continued. We did Rainbow, Queen Live at the Rainbow, Sheer Heart Attack. That's all cool. And then December. Here's December. Oh, the cat's here. We got a couple of album requests, right? Yes. We did the Getty Book Tour, Kate Bush Never Forever. I'm down with that. That's super cool. Super cool to me. So that's what it is. Do I have any other numbers for you? I should be hitting 25,000 subs. Yeah, at the beginning of the year. So I don't know if you guys know about like Social Blade. It's kind of like the reason that I use Social Blade is just to look at projections. Basically, they have rough ballpark projections of like their numbers aren't right, because it also says like how much, there's like a range of how much creators make and things like that, and this shit's it's not right. But I use it for projections, right? There's like a tab where you can check out like, okay, so at your current growth rate, you should hit 25,000 subs at this point, or this many views at this point, stuff like that. And I remember in January, it was saying I was going to hit 50,000 subs by December. So like now, and I haven't even hit 25,000 yet. That's how much of a tank. That's how crazy things were going at the time, and also how crazy it just nosedived. That was pretty wild. I was like, I don't even understand. I don't even understand what's happening, or how I had that growth, and then all of a sudden it just stops. It's not like I did anything different. It's weird. It's weird. Anyways, regardless, onward. I'm gonna hit 25,000 subs. I should hit it in mid-January, which is pretty cool. And then 7 million views. I'm literally gonna hit like next week or something like that. So that's really cool. Super cool. And what do I see going forward? Probably continuing to do less videos, like not as many every day. Like if In January, I was doing 5 a day. That's crazy. I can't do that. I don't have the time for that. I have other things I'm doing now. You know, life changes. I have other things I'm doing now that's taking up time. I joined a new band several months ago. This coming year looks like it's going to be pretty busy, which I'm psyched about. So that's cool. I've got a recording project that I started. That's moving. All these things take my time. We're not even talking about family yet. You know? So it's great though. I mean, I'm not going to stop, right? It would be, I think it would be a mistake for me to stop just uploading videos after I've been building this, right? That's not going to happen. But will there be some months where it's just one video a day? Maybe. I think that's still pretty good though. I mean, there are lots of creators that do one a week, but I was going hard for a real good amount of time. I was going hard for a good amount of time there because that's how I get. I'm like all or nothing, and then you see what works, what doesn't work, and if things aren't working, then I start shifting. I start trying other things because there are lots of things I'm into, So, anyways, very cool. That's 2023. I would say it's a good year. People probably want to know money stuff. I'm not going to give you money. I'm not going to tell you money stuff. I mean, if you know that I did 450 donation requests and there's a $25 minimum, you can guesstimate that. Also, that's a minimum. And at the beginning of the year, there wasn't a minimum, so like that's not exact. All you got to know is I got monetized last year and the numbers for this year over doubled. That's great. Is it a full-time income? No. Nope. Am I paid for the majority of the videos that I make? Nope. The majority of the videos that I make I make nothing off of, because every single time that I do a video that has a song of somebody that owns the copyright, which is all of them, nearly every one of those videos, the copyright holder gets the money for the views, right? So I see literally nothing. Some people know that and get that. Other people just see the numbers and they're like, you probably make tons of money. And it's like, no, actually, I don't. Like off of this specifically. And it's like, no. It's great. It's great extra money. It's great. It's extra money. That's what it is. And I'm definitely grateful for it. I'm grateful for all the donation requests. Everybody's fantastic. I love the community of people that have come on the channel, just attracting people, To me, it's like music lovers. I know that it's like Rush lovers and Queen lovers and whoever else that we're checking out on the channel. Those people are coming and then they're seeing me, getting to know me maybe, and then maybe staying. That's kind of been the thing. So, but I understand that it's like, and to me in my head, I'm just like, okay, these people, they're into music. They're just into music. Like, yeah, they may be into a specific band, but they're probably into other bands also. And they're probably just into music, which I like. I mean, that's why I do. So there you go. All right, cool. Thank you guys. On to 2024. See you then.